Hey you guys, PGD here. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a pretty short video where I just talk to you about some of the things that I got from the 2016 Sephora VIB haul. This was their bag this year. Let me just lift this strap so you can see. They always give like a little tote. And this one says, if you can read the text, there's still some space left on my vanity, and then hashtag take me to Sephora. So I thought that was cute. But anyway, I'll just show you the things that I picked up. I'll start off with this, the Shiseido kind of cotton swabs. I had spoken about them. I know I've hauled this in the past. I only purchased it one time in the past. And you get 100 of these cotton swabs, but I referenced them in a recent video when I showed you that I had purchased the Sephora brand cotton swabs, and people were saying like, oh, it rips apart, and I was telling you I really hadn't had bad experiences using this. It doesn't have a seam. This is organic cotton. This is the Sephora brand that costs $6 for 60 pads. So this time, since they were having the 15% off sale from Sephora, I decided to get the Shiseido one since I was kind of running out of the Sephora brand one. And just to show you for the sake of comparison, this is the Shiseido white or cotton swab, and this is the Sephora brand one. So you get more surface area, more space with the Shiseido one, but I mean, it's not the biggest difference in the world. You're getting this much, you know, more space. Okay. In terms of ripping apart, people had reported that both of them are without seams. Okay. This one, yes, you may be able to take the Sephora brand one apart a little more easily, or maybe a bit easier to take it apart than this Shiseido brand one, though you can take them both apart easily. It's just this one does seem to be a little bit better constructed because you don't even see the little fuzzies in between. You have to like really go in between to see the additional cotton. But here, it is a bit fluffier, but I really, again, haven't had any problems. There were, now that I'm done with the majority of this box, I can tell you there were a few of the pads where it left cotton on my face, but it wasn't a lot. It literally left like one little cotton strip, which I took off, and that was generally when I was using the section that was kind of open. So anyway, I like those. I like these, you know, whatever. So anyway, I got these from Shiseido, and I'll have the prices above, below, or somewhere. I mainly did skincare this year for the sale, so I got a bunch of masks. I will tell you, this is by Dr. Jart Plus, is how he's listed on the, or she is listed on the Sephora site. I don't know who Dr. Jart is specifically, so we'll just make this genderless. But anyhow, gender free. Anywho, so this first one is the Vital Hydra Solution. I used this one time, and this is how I kind of became familiar just a bit with the brand. I used this when I had a time when I used something on my face that really kind of irritated my skin, and because it irritated my skin, I knew that the very next step in that level of irritation was going to be that my skin would start like flaking, and I didn't want that to happen. I happened to have been in Sephora. I saw this Hydra Solution. I said, why not? It promises to like hydrate your skin. I said, it's a sheet mask. And I said, well, why not? Tried it. It really did. And it had lots of extra. I can tell you with these products, they have lots of extra like juice in them. The solution that's on the sheet mask, it has lots of the excess solution in the bag. So I also put that on the area that was really sensitive at that time. And it felt good that night. And I said, well, the proof will be in the pudding. Let's see what happens in the morning. And that dry, itchy, tight feeling that I had was gone, and it did not come back. And of course I stopped using that other product, but I mean, it like stopped it in its tracks with the dryness, and it really did hydrate my skin. So because that situation happens so infrequently with me, I only got one of these, and also it has hyaluronic acid in it. Yay! So, you know, that helps to kind of plump and give some vitality to your skin as well too. And it has algae extracts and other good ingredients. So you may want to check out Dr. Jart. The next thing that I got from him, which I have used before, this is just as it's showing you, it's a sheet mask, right? This is their Pore Minimalist sheet mask. This one is completely black, and it's supposed to be their charcoal mask, pulling impurities out of your face. Okay, so I said, let me see if this works. So on a totally separate occasion, I had a bump over here, put the whole mask on, and you know, and also I took more of those excess juices, those solutions that's still left in the bag, and I put it on the area with the pimple. Woke up the next day, and it wasn't gone, but it was reduced in my opinion, it had been reduced dramatically. So I was impressed with that. And so I got 2 of those just because, you know, for backup for whenever that situation should arise again. And to try something new from, this is all from Dr. Jart, something new, clearing solution, which it says it has it's a microfiber sheet mask, and it has salicylic acid in it and tea tree oil. So 2 supposed to be calming and cleansing of your skin and clearing you, I guess, of any blemishes and things that you may have. Then I also got wrinkle-less solution, which I told you I'm working on that line right there, my little frow line. So we'll see what that does. Maybe nothing. I don't know. I only got 1 of them. And then I got a couple of Sephora brand masks. These were like $6. And the thing that I do like about these like individual masks that you can get from Sephora is that instead of committing to an entire case or a set or a bottle of a mask or jar of it, you can just pay like $7 for these individual masks. And then these from the Sephora brand are $6. Some of them are cheaper depending on the ones that you get. This is the avocado mask, and I haven't used it yet, or any one from the avocado line, but this is supposed to nourish and repair. I'll have the price below, but I believe that was just $6. And then I also got the pearl mask, which is supposed to be perfecting and brightening, also from Sephora. And then I got 2 of these, the eye masks. One I will give to someone if who asked me about like eye things. So I'm going to test one on myself to see if I see any benefit. If not, then I wouldn't recommend it to the person, but I'll give it to her if it ends up working. So we'll see. It's just like a little eye mask, a little under eye. Can you see that? A little thing that you just put underneath your eye and see if it will brighten it. It's supposed to relax and refresh. So we'll see. I did get this sample of the Murad Invisibler Perfecting Shield. I've heard many people, and it has SPF 30 in it, yes. And I heard many people talk about this being a really nice kind of primer for your face and helping to keep your skin nice and smooth. So we'll see. I got a new cleanser. It's from the Exfoliate line. And let me just say this because I thought this when purchasing it. I really do love the Exfoliate. This is by Kate Somerville. The Exfoliate exfoliating product. And so when I saw that this was in the same type of orange box, and this is called the Exfoliate cleanser, I said, oh, this is going to be like an exfoliating cleanser. But really, it's not there. I don't find any granules or anything in here to do any exfoliating. I think it's just of that same division of the Kate Somerville line. So they have it in very similar packaging. But yeah, I don't feel like, and it says it's for all skin types. I don't find that let me take it out of the box and show you, that it does anything to exfoliate the skin, but I do feel that it cleanses the skin well. So I'm happy with that. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's just a creamy little product. And just as I'm rubbing it right now, it feels more like lotion than anything else, but it really cleans the skin well. I'm just letting you know. I mentioned lotion because I'm just letting you know it doesn't have like exfoliating beads or anything that I can feel from this product, and really nice ingredients too, which I know you can see from the Sephora site, and this print may not allow. Okay, great, camera, work with me. So there are the ingredients right there. Of course, it's a paraben-free product and all that. So that's the Exfoliate cleanser. I did get a little sample. This was 100-point perk from the Estee Lauder line. You probably already know that she launched the Estee Edit division of Estee Lauder, which clearly is supposed to be like the younger brand and reaching out to a younger demographic, because the original Estee Lauder line didn't necessarily have that appeal. I don't think, not to say that they didn't have good products, but it wasn't something that I think a younger generation had naturally been drawn to. So this is kind of, I guess, their entryway into that, and this is supposed to just remove your makeup. It's like a 2-in-1 makeup remover and cleanser. Okay, so just have a little sample of that. Next thing up, okay, I did show you when I got the Thomas Roth trio of masks. The gold one, I'm not impressed by that one, so I definitely didn't do the big one. But in that trio of masks, it did come with this one, the Irish Moor Mud. It's a purifying black mask, and I'll show you what it looks like. Comes in this little jar, and let me take this off. It's like a gooey kind of, let's see. It feels very creamy. You put it on your face and it doesn't really dry down. It stays creamy. And what I found most about this, in my opinion, is it wasn't it's not that this is like the best clarifying or pore unclogging product or product to unclog your pores that I've ever used. That's not why I purchased the big one. I feel like this is more hydrating. Even though they said this is like a decongestant, it's a pulse. Oh, they do say it's a hydrating mask. Okay, that's the biggest benefit that I got from it. Clearly I didn't read this before. But yeah, so when I used a little sample one, I said, oh, let me get a bigger version of this during the sale because it really did make my skin feel as if it had been hydrated. So this, oh, I feel like I want to do a battle it out between this one and, well, I should, because I already know which one I think in my mind will win. But I was going to say between this one and the one by Boscia, which is both supposed to be, because both of them claim to be able to detox your skin as well as hydrate. Remember that black and white swirled one that I showed you in a previous video? Love. But this one I feel the most, not necessarily like it cleanses my skin or unclogs my pores, but that it hydrates. And it's nice that I actually read this bottle now because I see it is suggesting that it's a hydrating mask. So yeah, bravo. I do feel the hydration from this. So that alone was enough for me to want to get it, because sometimes at night you just want to do something that will kind of refresh your skin and make it feel all hydrated, especially after you use a cleanser or something like that. So that's cool. Yeah, I thought that was a really nice. Whereas that Dr. Jart Hydra solution I would use if I'm having an actual, I don't know that this would be strong enough if I'm having a severe dry patch or a really bad time with a sensitive area of my skin. I don't know if this is strong enough to hydrate that, but that Dr. Jart one seemed more powerful in the area of hydration. This would just be more like a little weekly pick-me-up hydration thing. That Dr. Jart I would reserve for when I'm having like a severe issue. So anyway, yeah, so I got this Peter Roth Thomas mask. If I can speak and get through the rest of this. This I'm not going to go into too much detail with because I did show you this when I did like an Ulta haul or whatever. But I got another one of the primer waters. Can't speak today. The primer water from Smashbox. And one thing that I just wanted to mention about this, which I did not say in the other video, this is not a mattifying primer. It just is something that gives you a really, and it claims to have electrolytes in it that are supposed to help improve the quality of your skin anyway. So I just feel like it's a hydrating, nice, clean slate that allows you to apply makeup really well on top of it. And let me say this, because I've even sprayed my face with this on days when I wasn't wearing makeup, just because it feels, and it gives my face just like this. I just have to do maybe a video on just that alone, just so you can see what I'm talking about. It just gives it like this smoothed out, refined look. So even if you're not wearing makeup, you spray that on your face, let it dry, and I think it's really, really nice. So I like this water. And depending on your foundation, you may not want to use this as a primer and as a setting spray to spray on top. That may depend on the foundation you're using, because I have used it as a setting spray with some foundations that are not necessarily matte, and it made it look, or maybe I sprayed too much, it made it look a little more greasy than it would have been if I had not used this. But then with other foundations, it's perfectly fine, and it keeps it looking matte and as the foundation is intended to look for a longer period of time. So I really still do like this photo water. And again, whether I'm wearing makeup or not, I see myself using that. As a matter of fact, I haven't even been using really moisturizer. I've been using that primer water. So yeah, so that's cool. And Algenist, I've heard always is that it's a really good brand. So I just got a little Point Perk. This is their Ultimate Anti-Aging Vitamin C Serum. I love serums. So this was just something to try. Also during the sale, good thing about this VIB sale is that it wasn't just like you use your coupon code one time and it's over, but you got to use it until April 13th rolled around. So during my first set of purchases during that sale period, I did get a sample of the Glamglow, the silver mask. This is the one that, and I'll put a little here so you can see. It's a silver mask. It dries down to be a peeling mask. Look at that. It's almost reflective. Look at that. And it smells, this one actually smells somewhat fruity, not like over the board fruity. Some people are acting like this smells like, well, anyway, to each his own, you know, because everyone smells something different, right? Okay, so for me, it smells nice. It's a pleasant scent on the verge of being fruity. Yeah, this is probably the most pleasant scent from the Glamglow line that I've smelled. as far as I can recall, but that I think the blue one, the hydrating one, may have been okay too. Anywho, you peel it off. It's supposed to be an anti-aging, kind of toning, firming mask. So I decided to try the sample first, but I only really got one good time to use it. I find that you have to use a good amount of this product because whenever you have a peel-off mask, you obviously can't have it too thin because then you won't be able to really grab much to do a nice peel when you're ready to take the mask off. So I found that I had to use a good amount of this too, but I really only got one use of it before, because I didn't want the sale to end in case I decided to get it. I thought my skin felt okay, but it wasn't amazing, and yet still I bought it, and I think it was really because it's silver and cool and peels off. It certainly didn't do anything to harm my skin, but it wasn't, I have to test this more for sure, but it wasn't the most amazing mask that I've ever used, but I'm going to use it more with the forehead, and let's see if it does anything with that line. We'll see. I don't know, but yes, claiming here to firm, lift, maybe if that comes in, there we go, firm, lift, tight, tone, sexy contour. Okay, so it plans on contouring my face as well? Okay, great. So anyway, we'll see, but this is the Glamglow mask. Sorry, I didn't already have that open, but it's in a purple jar, just like this box is purple. And that's that. And then I got this Glamglow mask. And this one I also, now I did kind of a mini review of this one on Instagram because this was like probably, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And this is their Flash Mud. It's a brightening treatment, and it's supposed to, and it really does, and I'll show you with this one. I got a little sample of it, just like that little purple tube sample that I showed you. So I used that one, and I knew that I liked this one enough to want to get it because it leaves me with like a polished look after I wash it off. So what you're basically supposed to do is to take this product, which has like little grains in there, almost like little grains of sand. You rub it all around your face. It will exfoliate your skin. It's not a harsh exfoliant, but it's certainly not one of those super gentle ones either. So don't scrub too hard because then for those, especially if you have really sensitive skin, that may irritate you. But for me, it was fine. I gave it a good scrub. Don't wash it off. Let it stay on your face for at least 20 minutes. And when you wash it off, I really do, and you can see kind of some little dots or like little, oh, this one smells not bad either. Yeah, so this one has a pleasant enough scent. All right, so maybe you can see these little dots or little grains in there. Or I can even feel it just with what I'm moving around right now. Not sure if that's showing on screen. Well, yeah, you can see like those dots. So yeah, you exfoliate your skin with it. When I wash it off, it really, really does make it like my skin just looks polished, like it has a sheen to it, but not greasy at all, but just a polished face. That's what that looks like. So I got the big size of this, and they of course all say hello sexy once you open the box and stuff like that. All right, so I do have a mini review of that on my Instagram account if I didn't complete that thought before. Oh, this, I just think this company packages things so well, and I'm going to tell you what this reminds me of. This is Ouai, and this is one mask, just like those individual sheet masks I've shown you before that cost like $7 and $6 or $7.50 and $6 for the Sephora brand. Okay, that's fine. It's in the little, it's an individual use, and it's packaged the way it's packaged. You saw them. Okay. Ouai, they always have to, and I hope that's how they pronounce their brand name. They always have to step it up with packaging, because look at this. So you go inside here, and this is just, again, one mask. It comes in a tube, and this has weight to it. Okay, so this is one individual mask. Boom, 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 boom. Comes in the tube. I can see it is jam-packed with solution. And if you remember, the first products I ever tried way back in the day with Ouai was their little masks that come in these little pods, and I did a review on it because you can basically split it, and even though it's a single pod, you can use that on your face at least 2 times. So maybe they needed to change the way they package those pods, because you would do one use and then there was kind of no way of resealing it. I'm totally off track now, but I say all that to say I like Ouai products. So anywho, I can see that they have tons of like liquid, like tons of solution in here. So after I take out this mask, and how do I get this mask out, you say? Thanks to Ouai, I don't have to worry about that. It comes with tweezers. Yes, they're a cheap little pair of tweezers. They're not the most expensive or well-made tweezers. You're not going to be keeping these for those who do their eyebrows and stuff like that. But I just like that they've thought of everything. It's a complete package, everything that I need. And with all this extra solution in here, Yeah, I'm going to be keeping it if I find that this works on my face. The one that I got is the Instant Smoothing and Nourishing, and it tells you right there, it says it's just one mask. So I'm going to have that solution in here, and it's a screw-on lid, so I can just screw it back on and then plop this solution on my face and let it sit, even though I wouldn't have the mask itself anymore, but I would have the solution that makes the mask work in this tube, and then I can just sit and relax with that and maybe get 2 uses out of it. And this one was 12 bucks, but I can say with this packaging alone, it's worth it. And if it actually works, I will certainly get more of these individual masks. And I know these come in a kit too, but I didn't want to get the whole kit until I knew whether or not this would actually work for me. Wow, look at the time, and I said this would be short. Okay, yeah, winding down now. This is it. Origins, I got the retexturizing mask with rose clay. Yeah, rose clay. And this is by Origins. And they say retexturizing, and I haven't used it on my face yet. I have only put it like on my, this is my mask can today, and it has like very gentle exfoliating beads in there. So I'm not sure how much retexturizing I'm going to do, because you can even see it like bubbled up on my hand. See the little grains? Maybe you can see the texture in that, how it looks a little bumpy. Those are the actual like little grains or beads in there. So yeah, but they feel really, really gentle, so I'm not sure how much retexturizing that's going to do on my face. But I do like the idea of having a mask that will retexturize my skin. I don't really have too much texture in my face, but as humans, don't we all have, like, who's going to have a completely, and I'm not even talking about like bumps or anything, I'm just talking about who's going to have a completely smooth out. We all have pores and things, so I would imagine there's a level of texture to everyone's skin, but just to get it as smooth as possible, it'll be interesting to see what that product can do. I did get also, yeah, forget that. Okay, this is what I think I should do next. I got another one of the NARS skin tints, and I was going to show you and compare it to, yeah, I have the other one, good. So this time I got the shade Martinique 3. So it's medium dark 3. This is the shade down from the one that I had purchased the first time, which is Polynesia Dark 1. I got this because I was going to finish the Polynesia Dark 1, but because I had told you guys before that I thought it was a little on the darker side for me, that I would try one shade down and see what this would do for me. And I'll show you, I think this one is a little too light. So there is no happy medium for me, except by, and I'll show you in a second, mixing the two. So this is Martinique 3. And right, it looks like it would match okay, but then when I actually put it on my face and just do a full face with it, it feels a little light. And this one right here is Polynesia Dark 1. What would be perfect for me would be a shade that's a combination of the two, which I'll show you right now. First, I'll slide this one down for those who care about Martinique 3, see that? And then over here, let me slide down Polynesia Dark 1. So I feel this one's a little too dark for me, this one's a little too light for me, but when I combine the two, okay, that may not be a good yeah, you can see, okay. I feel like it looks good on my face. That's actually what I'm wearing on my face right now, both of them together. But yeah, so what I'm likely going to, look at that, look at that. Oh, seriously, I really like this product, but because they don't have my shade in the future, I know I'm not going to be buying two. I think they're priced at 44 bucks. I'm not going to be buying two 44 bucks to spend 88 to get one product or one color that would match me. No. And I could go either this way or that way, but because this one may be a little too, this is Martinique 3, a little too yellow. This one may be a little too red. I probably won't buy this product again after these two tubes are done, solely because they don't have my exact shade, and I don't like to have to make things work. I will if I have to, but I don't have to, so I won't, because there are other brands that have things that are more dead on for my shade. But anyhow, so it's a really good product. I just wish they had more in their shade range, which maybe they will be doing that, because you know that Becca came out with that product that I returned, the luminous kind of foundation with a little dropper, and that came out originally with, I forgot how many shades, maybe 6 or so, but I just saw an email that they released some new shades, so maybe NARS will do the same thing as well. And that, my friends, brings you, oh, I'll just show you this. Oh, okay, sorry. it brings me to the end of this video, but I will show you that I did get 2 of these. The Tarte, because it's called Tartist mascara. And let me just show you, because I don't think I showed you the wand before. And this is just a sample of it, but, and you'll see I'm about to film another What's New This Week video. And that one features a new full size that I got, but that was through the Tarte sale. But anyhow, this one right here is just what the wand looks like. It's one of those spiky wands, which I actually like. And I am not wearing that now. Right now I'm wearing actually the Marc Jacobs one, but I was able to get these during the sale too. So it's a great time to get like little samples, little things that can serve as a little backup. So, and another one of the Estee Edits I have too. And the bag. Oh, one more thing. Oh, I was forgetting something. Okay. I also got from Bare Minerals, this is their matte foundation. I am not a powder foundation person. I just wanted to give it a go and just see, because I was in the Sephora one day and I swiped some on my hand, but I guess it was a different shade that I swiped because I thought it would work. This shade is deep, deepest deep, and it feels too dark on my face. Let me do it here. See, there it almost looks like it could work. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I got to put it someplace else so you can actually see it. Ugh, I spread out the NARS thing. I'll do it here. Okay. So this is it. And they suggest you like swivel it around. But see how it's... I know this is on my arm and not my face, but it felt a little too dark on the face. And then I felt as the day went on and my skin got oily, even though this is the matte version, I just felt like it made the application look splotchy. So I'm not sure if powder foundations are the way for me to go. Probably not, from this being my first real powder experience. But this is by Bare Minerals, and it was only like 20 something bucks. So I decided to try it. On the back it says N50. And again, I'm not really too familiar with this brand, so maybe that's like how MAC does W45 and stuff like that. Maybe N50 is their kind of thing, how they've named them. But it has SPF. I like that. It's free of talc. It's free also of mica. So it's just supposed to have ingredients that are supposed to make your skin be great. So this is the final thing that I purchased from the Sephora VIB sale. And thank you so much for watching. What things did you pick up? Talk to you soon. Bye.